The most powerful magic of all. True love.
That's why I'm the savior. That's why I can break the curse.
Are you getting it?
I merely took advantage of what you are. The product of true love. That's why you're powerful.
Some believe that this fearsome witch will alter our understanding of life itself.
It's the story of us.
Welcome to Dream Life Decoded. This is a collection of real-life moments from my everyday life. These are the signs, synchronicities, messages, and revelations that show up when decoding becomes a way of being, not just something you do on the side. I'm not here to convince you of anything. This is for those who already feel the truth and want to see how it looks when it starts unfolding in real time in your own life. The more you decode, the more the universe speaks to you. And when you know how to decode, you can understand what the universe is communicating to you, and you can speak its own language. If you're ready to start decoding your own life, to step out of the illusion and consciously create your dream reality, you can join truelove.com as a member and take the Decoding Masterclass. The universe has already invited you to play. When are you going to accept the invitation? When you're ready, the door's open.
The most powerful magic of all. True love.
Some time ago, I watched the series Once Upon a Time, and I noticed that the show centered around the power of true love. Of course, this stood out to me because my name is literally True Love, and it felt like a direct message. But there were also several elements within the show that mirrored my own story, so the messages ran even deeper than that.
Careful. This is all I have left of you.
You know true love.
That's the thing about true love, baby. It can slip through your fingers. It's the most powerful magic in the world. The only magic powerful enough to break any curse. It must be protected at all costs.
He says the only magic powerful enough to break any curse is true love, because true love is the power we must unlock to break the curse under which we live. This is because we live in the 911 trauma center, a world devoid of true love. So once we find it, the spell is broken.
I don't understand. What exactly is it you want me to do?
I want you to help me protect it by putting it in a safe place for me.
Where's that?
Inside the belly of a beast, of course.
Notice he puts the potion inside a golden egg, a symbol used in several fairy tales. The egg represents the thalamus in the brain where the divine feminine lies dormant, asleep, waiting for the Prince Charming, to awaken her. The belly of the beast, hidden beneath fear and ego.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the look of a believer?
We need your help.
Indeed you do. It seems quite a tragic ailment has befallen our young friend. I told you magic comes at a price.
Henry shouldn't have to pay it.
No, you should, but alas, we are where we are.
Can you help us?
Of course. True love, Miss Swan. The only magic powerful enough to transcend realms and break any curse.
He mentions to Emma, who is the daughter of Prince Charming and Snow White, that true love is the only magic powerful enough to transcend realms and break any curse. Because realms are made from stories, and they're just frequency. All the multiple realms are tangential from the main one story. So the return to true love breaks that curse. It breaks that story and returns us to one.
Luckily for you, I had to have bottled some.
You did?
Oh yes. From strands of your parents' hair, I made the most powerful potion in all the realm. So powerful that when I created the dark curse, I placed a single drop on the parchment. Just a little safety valve.
That's why I'm the savior. That's why I can break the curse.
Are you getting it?
Emma realizes that she's the one to break the curse, and that's why everyone has been calling her the savior. Because she's the product of true love, she is the one who can transcend realms. She has the power to break the spell that was cast on this realm, dividing the kingdom.
Everything I've ever done. It's exactly what you wanted me to do.
I created the curse, dearie, but I didn't make you.
This is the same line used in Heretic. Paxton told Reed that she did everything he wanted her to do. He could predict her every move. But Reed, like Gold, created the curse, but he didn't make Paxton. He simply knew what she was going to do because he knew who she was.
I merely took advantage of what you are. The product of true love. That's why you're powerful. And everything you've done yourself.
He says, everything you've done yourself. Reed said the same thing in Heretic. The choices we make are under our determination or free will, which is really kind of an illusion, because if somebody can manipulate those choices, knowing who we are, how much determination do we actually have? While watching the TV series Manifest, I noticed that there were patterns in this show that also mirrored my own life. In fact, it was so strong that it had a profound impact on how I see myself, my life, and reality. It gave me a glimpse into my real life. This scene was also a part of a powerful synchronicity I had when I went to the cinema to see Argylle, and I saw this same image of a fiery volcano in a promo video.
Oh my God.
Manifest and Argylle combined revealed truly mind-blowing truths to me about my true life and who I really am. It was not a coincidence that I happened to watch them both at the same time. And it was not a coincidence that this visual was appearing in both shows at the same time that I went to see Argylle. This was the link to prove it. It was telling me to pay attention.
It tells of a witch who will change the destiny of all creatures.
A short time later, I watched A Discovery of Witches, and this show, like Argylle and Manifest, blew my mind. When I saw my story reflected back to me on the screen in many ways, I was floored. Pay attention to film and TV shows for similar patterns and reflections into your own life, because these shows are revealing to you who you really are and your story. Perhaps it won't show up as literally as you might like, but allegorically and or tangentially, it's there.
Or somebody of this fearsome witch will alter our understanding of life. The old world will die.
This is exactly what I'm telling you in my decodes, that an old world will die and a new one will be born, because we have to lose the old mind and we have to lose the old world.
Yes, I am.
This is an example of standing in your God power. She knows who she is. This scene is incredibly powerful. It shows you what happens to you and the story when you become one with the story. It literally changes you, and you are the story. You see it for what it really is, the true story, or what I call the one story. They're showing this to you, that this is what happens when you know the code. This isn't anything to fear. It's about transcendence and mastery.
It's the story of us. Here lies the lineage of an ancient tribe known as the Brightborn. Their power boundless as the night. Their love began with absence and desire. Two hearts becoming one. When fear overcame them.
Diana is literally telling you the one story, the story of separation and reunification of the masculine and feminine. It's the greatest story of all time. While watching the Netflix series 1899, yet another show putting truth in plain sight of the kind of reality this is, this little gem popped up. There's a hidden world inside of each of us which only needs to be deciphered. Telling you, you need to decode. They tell you right in plain sight.
Name?
My mother's name is Blanca.
And your dad's?
He passed away. I remember I was at home when he was hospitalized. I remember waking up at 4 in the morning. I look at the TV.
Yeah?
And I heard, the death of my father really impacted my life, or something. I couldn't believe it. That's about when he passed away.
From this episode of Love is Blind, Argentina, they tell you the TV talks to you. This man tells the story of how he knew his father had passed away because something the television told him.
Make my own decisions, and he just wants me to be happy.
Yeah.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
I was literally just talking to a friend about Stuart Smalley, and here is a clip with Stuart Smalley right away. This just appeared right away. And notice that his shirt colors, yellow and blue, are the same shade of yellow and blue on Dave from Love is Blind. So I'm decoding the movie Bewitched for the film discussion meeting, and this scene is beautiful in how it captures the ascension process. Listen to this.
Do you want to be rich and famous?
I just want to be normal.
Well, acting is better than normal. You get to pretend to be normal. And then if you're good, you become a big star. And guess what happens?
What?
You snap your fingers and pretty much anything you want materializes.
Oh, no. No. I have that now. It's what I'm giving up.
So Nicole Kidman is playing a witch, and Will Ferrell is playing an actor who is trying to recruit her to be an actress to play a witch. So basically showing us art imitating life is actually the truth, because what's on screen is real life. Her life story is Bewitched, and she ends up playing the actress or playing in the show. And so when Will says, do you want to be an actor? You get to pretend to be normal, because he doesn't see himself as normal, but normal is just being a human, and we are pretending to be normal. And then when you get really good, so you go through the ascension process, you refine yourself, you become a big star. You return to the truth of who you are, which Nicole Kidman's character, Isabel, already is. And then you can snap your fingers and whatever you want just materializes, because that's how manifestation works. So this scene is just fantastic for that. So in this scene in Bewitched that I'm decoding in preparation for the film discussion group, Jack is high because he's under the spell of Isabel to fall in love with her. So he comes in, and this is how he reacts to negative test scores.
We got the test scores.
The test scores! How did Isabel do? 99% of the top box! Why didn't you tell me? This is great news. Of course she got a 99%, because she's dynamite. Absolute dynamite. High fives, all the way around. The dog scored higher than me. He's a cute dog. Yeah. What do the comment cards say?
Oh, they don't really,
Yeah,
Jack White is a real tool.
but a good tool, like a jacksaw.
You know what? Who cares? This just means we got hard work to do, okay?
All right, so now this is how Jack normally reacts without the spell.
What's that here? I got it right here. 32. I got a 32? Is that for real? The dog scored higher than I did. They hate everyone on it.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. Isabel must have gotten savaged. She got a 99? 99? Is this for real? Is that a joke? She didn't say anything! How is it that someone who doesn't say anything scores higher than someone who had all the lines?
So the difference between this Jack and the other Jack is this Jack is in an angry state and the other Jack is in a love state. And the reaction is completely different. The same person, two reactions, two different states. So this is what happens when you apply law of assumption. When you assume that everything's going well for you, then everything does go well for you. You react to things completely differently. When you assume that the world is against you, you react to things in a negative way. You get defensive, you get angry, you get jealous. And that is how the world changes in one way as a result of the state you are in. In this scene, Isabel and Jack are at the studio dancing and playing around, and they're the only two people there. And there's shops, and there's a staircase and a house. And then there's the backdrop with all the stars. So essentially what they're showing you is that there are only two people in this universe, and they're dancing and playing with each other in an empty world.